Next on the bill is good news across Africa. Don't go away.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Well, we're starting from South Africa, where we're looking at the Lightbulb education that is offering learning management systems to users.
Okay.
So this is a South African funded or founded organization, and basically it's a learning platform. It helps to manage learning in different schools, different institutions, and
Okay.
this is towards the desire for quality education. Yes, and then also they look at training solutions for the online users.
Oh, right. Uh-huh.
Now, if you use the Lightbulb education platform, it's a learning management system, so you can sign up to it. You can work with them. But one thing they've identified and then they're actually working to change is the fact that some African countries or most African countries tend to lack the skills that are required to set up and then manage their learning management systems.
Okay.
So Lightbulb is actually here to solve that problem. And so far they have 6 B2B clients, which is like business to business clients. And they're looking at over 1,800 users when it comes to the B2B.
Right.
And
Okay.
for the B2C, which is business to consumer, there's literally about 7,300 users on the continent.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So it's something they keep doing. They're enhancing the learning platform with their engaging materials, quizzes, puzzles, so many things. You just have to sign up your school, if you're an individual, if you're a school, if you're an institution, just sign up at Lightbulb. It's in South Africa, but they're online.
Okay.
So you could just go to www.lightbulb.com, learning management systems, and then you sign up, pick a plan that works for you, and then you go through, select the grade, select the curriculum and everything, and then you'll be able to do what? Better teach and then also make learning fun, especially in this COVID-19 time that everything is bleak and blank and dull, and
I
you
know,
need
right?
an extra dose of motivation to get
Yeah.
the children to actually want to read and understand and
Exactly.
put themselves in it. So sign up if you're there, and it helps. Social
Okay.
distancing, because it's online. They can be home and do this for the countries that have not yet sent children back to schools.
Right. Okay.
Well, our next one, this is also by Telkom. And one thing Telkom is doing is they're launching a community-led coding program in the Eastern Cape. And when it comes to coding and it's for the community and you're looking at children, it brings joy. Because, in this whole COVID-19 time, we've seen the need for having a solid foundation
Right.
in the technological space.
Okay.
The sciences, the maths, the technology, the coding, the programming, all these things. Because
Yeah.
if you have a solid foundation in them, you'll be able to pick the problems you identify and then bring about a solution and innovation.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to know it all, but if you know the basics, you can coordinate with a team and bring about different innovations. And most of the innovations we've seen have led to that. Because right now, COVID-19 has made that everything has moved from offline to online.
Yeah.
And if you don't find yourself doing the transition, then it becomes a problem. It's like you're stuck in the old ways.
Yeah.
And things you'll be literally moving against the tide right now.
Right. You wouldn't want to catch yourself in that situation.
Definitely. So the Telkom Foundation has partnered with the Department of Communications and Digital Technologies
Yeah.
to unveil a community coding program that is targeting the Alice community in South Africa's Eastern Cape province.
Okay.
So it's a fully equipped computer lab, and it was handed over to Health Town High School as part of a ceremony that they held at Raymond Malaba Centenary,
Yeah.
which was organized by the Department of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture.
Right.
Now, as part of the program, Telkom has identified 25 unemployed youth within the community between the ages of 18 and 35 that have an IT background.
Okay.
Yeah, so these ones would actually attend a month-long coding initiative, and then at the end they will receive laptops and then softwares.
Right. Okay.
This is going to help them gain skills and then the knowledge they need to be
Yeah.
able to move forward in
And
their
being
communities.
consistent, in
Exactly.
whatever it is they've learned. That's brilliant.
Well, finally, Nigeria.
Okay. Tell us about
Um,
Nigeria and COVID-19.
so we know Nigeria, and we know oil, and we know barrels, and we know oils are transported in the barrels, so the
Yeah,
drums. So
right.
they do have an excess of drums and barrels. I mean, you find it everywhere.
Hmm.
So they found a way to actually turn it into something very useful
Okay.
instead of it lying just around. So they're literally fighting the COVID-19 by turning the drums into hand washing basins.
Right. That's great.
Yes, and we're seeing that. I mean, this is something that is being done by the furniture makers. They're turning the old metal drums into hand washing basins, which
Okay.
they are literally placing at strategic places.
Right.
And so they're also selling it in Lagos. This, trust me, if you have a school, if you have an organization, you have a small work, a startup, people come to work, you could just buy one, place it at the entrance. Your employees and then anybody who comes or clients will literally have to wash and observe all the COVID-19 protocols before they walk into the building.
Right.
So I'm happy that, I mean, we have the furniture makers seeing the importance of being able to, contribute to the fight against the COVID-19.
Yeah, yeah. And these drums, they can, contain, large volumes of water, like huge volumes of water. So
Exactly.
obviously, it's one of those.
And the interesting thing is, Adams, who actually happened to be, he's one of the furniture makers. One thing he said was that the idea came to him after he saw the number of dump sites that were around his area. And then he saw the need for them to recycle some of the materials into something useful and essential in their homes. So then,
Okay.
noticing all of the, dump sites, here we call it bola. But then, yes, he thought, okay, we can come up with something.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's do something. And then they started first they started with a car tie, a tie
Okay.
table, and then now they moved on to the drums. So little by little, you understand, they're able to go forward. And above ground level, they're making 10 of the basins a day by standard. And now they've been able to move to hundreds for different customers.
Great. Okay.
Yes, and so they've recently fabricated the hand washing basins to all the federal hospitals in Nigeria, and it was donated by Dettol Nigeria.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I love one part of this as well. They literally have online training.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
They literally have online training where they have people from the continent who join. So they train them online using videos.
Okay.
But one thing he says is that in the future, they're looking to have a live workshop, where Nigerians can come and learn and see what they can do with the things around them.
Okay. Right.
Well, this is a good story and a very good
is.
thing that,
It is.
they have going on for them. Well, that's all we have for good news.
Okay. The show was Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. I am Barry Musa, 35 past 1 p.m. You can listen to the show online on africaglobalradio.com Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. GMT. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, Africa Global Radio, and follow us on Facebook, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter, AF Global Radio is the handle. The hashtag is the Africa Daily Show.